I'm scared to sit on the subway. I'm scared to take the subway to even go to an interview.
As for the rising xenophobia and racism against Asian Americans, I think it's utterly nonsensical and something that we cannot tolerate. This event has really brought to surface a lot of underlying hatred toward Asian Americans that had always been there but had been, hidden away because the racists didn't really have like a good reason to let it all out.
Unfortunately, my family, my wife and 2 sons and I were victims of a xenophobic attack as a result of the coronavirus. It happened a couple weekends ago. We were celebrating a fantastic week like we typically do. We went to the movie theater, and unfortunately on this time when we approached the ticket booth, this very ugly group of people approached us and shouted, "You ching chong, you should be covering your mouths before you kill us all."
As an Asian American person, I have experienced racism before. This rising racism against Asian Americans due to the COVID-19 outbreak has definitely brought back a lot of these feelings of inferiority, and they kind of resurfaced. So it's not really good for my mental health.
You have this burden of being certain ethnicity, and that becomes aggression towards you, and that is a big stressor every day. And I think that stressor can manifest in depression, anxiety, all kinds of mental disorder, because stress is definitely one of the biggest trigger.
As a former teacher, I've also been really worried about the impact that calling COVID-19 the Chinese virus has on children. During this really scary time with this really scary virus, children are hearing the Chinese virus over and over and over and associating this scary illness with a group of people, and over time that definitely is going to be absorbed and have an impact on how they view other people and otherness.
Studies do show that the second generation Asian Americans actually have higher rates of anxiety and depression than the first generation, the immigrant parents. I think our parents' generation, when they come here, they are the foreigners, and they expect the aggression, they expect the racism, they do expect the xenophobia. But as a second generation where you belong to America, you don't expect that. And when you do face that, it becomes a bigger stressor. I think with the COVID-19, the microaggression that we talked about has become more of a macroaggression and more blatant aggression, and it's much more distressing for so many people, including our parent generations, but also our second generation population, because that's not what you believed in.
As a Chinese American, right, I grew up, struggling with my identity a lot. I only have ever called the United States my home. I've been to China twice in my whole life. I am an American. If I'm not an American, then I don't know what I am. And I have never been scared of being an American. I've never been scared to walk outside for fear that somebody might just look at my face and automatically assume that somehow I'm responsible for this virus and then harm me or harm the people I love, harm the people I care about, harm any Chinese American for no good reason.
To call coronavirus a Chinese virus, it's scary because now we become the targets. We are the targets of just people. I'm scared to sit on the subway. I'm scared to take the subway to even go to an interview, to even go to like a meetup to meet somebody, to just take the subway to go home. Like, those are the things where I'm super scared to even step out the door.
So just the other day, I told my husband not to walk our dog so late at night because I am really scared for him. That I don't want him to be attacked physically or verbally.
In my adult life, I've only been judged on my business success, my scholastic aptitude, and the good I've done in the community. So to hear this was just shocking. But inevitably, I take solace in the fact that, one, I got out of that safely. Two, my family obviously got out of it safely. But more importantly, those people don't represent America. These are a couple ugly and ignorant people that unfortunately, decided to go ahead and take their anger out on us. Wasn't justified, wasn't right, but inevitably, as I've shared my experience, I've let people know that we won't tolerate this. We don't take this sort of behavior, and it's not normal to act like this.
So in my we're in this pandemic together. This virus does not know anything about race, does not know anything about your political affiliation, does not know anything about your income level. All it looks at is, a trachea and a pair of lungs, and it's going to attack it. We just kind of have to band together to deal with this. We cannot change people's mind. We can't manipulate the way they think, but what we can is to, stay strong, raise our opinions, and, bring this issue into the spotlight.
There are crisis lines and mental health workers who are volunteering to kind of take phone calls. For example, New York has set up a mental health crisis lines for everybody, especially for Asian Americans, and I think that is really great, just to know that somebody is looking out for you, right? But also on the individual level, connect with your friends, connect with your loved ones, know that you are loved so that you don't feel like the whole world is out to get you. Really, that's not true, right? So kind of shifting your perspective, but I think mentally, you just have to put yourself in a safe place where you are surrounded by loved ones and people who know you.